everybody. Welcome to the Prime 4 podcast. My name is Bryce.
Rouse.
Alex.
And Chris is gone today. So today is probably going to be a more video game-centric podcast. So we'll see how it all goes out. So first things first, because I want to get this out of the way because it's like I don't really care, is Nicki Minaj announced her retirement. Mm-hmm. Do you think she has a radio show? Mm-hmm. If she still has it, I don't even know if it's still going. Are you guys thinking she's actually going to retire?
She's probably in a 360 deal that she doesn't want
to like make any more albums and just lose out on money.
Mm-hmm.
Could be, yeah.
Make someone else
a
ton of money.
I'm not really sure on that.
Yeah, she could go the route of Joseph Budden and just be a personality, I guess.
Yeah,
she did
influencer.
Yeah, wasn't she on some like talent show or singing show or something?
Maybe.
On TV for a while with Mariah Carey or some shit. Yeah,
possible.
Does she... I don't know if she's even rapping that much anymore. Does she even write her own shit? Who cares?
The last one she released that I remember was the one that got number 2 or whatever. And she was
to Travis Scott's Astro World, and she was like, I really got number 1. And then she kind of like went to the wayside after that.
Well, did Travis Scott get like 54 million spins on Tidal that gave him the number 1? Is that like you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm sure. So I guess Nicki Minaj, she did this over Twitter. Yep. A lot of people do this, say they're going to retire to generate buzz, and then they're like, oh, I'll do one more world tour, and then they tour for 15 years after that.
Yeah.
The world tour lasts 15 years, and it's like...
They're like, since y'all want more, I'll put out another album.
Like Scorpions and like all those old bands do that all the time.
Yep, since you guys have been showing such thoughts and prayers, I'm going to release another album.
We're still filling stadiums, so we're just going to keep going.
Yep. Mm-hmm. A person was arrested in connection of Mac Miller's death. It was the dealer who sold him fentanyl-laced drugs that he was apparently crushing and snorting, and that's what he died from.
Apparently, the drug dealer was they think he, was selling it as just claiming it was just oxy, but it was really laced with stuff.
Fentanyl and stuff, yeah. It was fentanyl, apparently, that did it. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. That's the big one.
Yep.
But if someone doesn't know it's in there, they easily could die. Is pretty much wrong.
Yep. So he got caught. There's going to be an investigation. We'll see if anything. So, I mean, is it now just like... It's not suicide now. I don't know.
The guy would have to prove that Mac Miller knew that it was in the pills, and that he willingly took them that much.
Yeah.
Is it on him to prove his innocence though when he's not the person who did the drugs?
Well, it's like
they could get him on selling it to him, but they really can't get him on murder.
It's like selling someone bad food that you know will kill them. And I'm pretty sure they can still get you on murder for that, for example.
Well, yeah, but that's the difference between going to an actual eating establishment and consuming something that's legal and something that's illicit.
Well, if it's illegal, it should be even worse, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well,
he's not supposed to be selling prescription drugs to people anyways, if it was just normal
that's the
drugs.
Illegality of it, not the fact that...
But he wasn't selling just prescription drugs. He was selling laced drugs that are not prescription drugs. They
would have to prove that he knew they were laced.
Yeah. I mean, is he going to say he didn't know they were laced? Because then he's stupid. He could have killed more people, even probably, for that they don't even know about.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing, though. You won't die if you don't do drugs. You don't do it.
Yeah, but the guys that are pushing the pills are the ones that are making money killing people.
Well, cigarettes are still a thing.
Yeah. Do you think people love those people? I don't think they do. Most people fucking hate the people.
Alcohol is still a thing, and people just dick ride the fuck out of breweries and stuff.
But what are you going to say with alcohol? What are you going to say? I sold him alcohol he didn't know was alcoholic? I mean, I'm sure that never happens.
Yeah, that's happened.
How do you not know it's alcoholic?
Because, some non-alcoholic drinks are made to taste like alcohol.
But what are you gonna
or
do? Sell them
someone who hasn't had
What are you gonna do? Sell them
doesn't know?
O'Doul's that you added alcohol to? I mean, I guess I don't understand. Like,
Well, it's possible. I'm just saying it's possible. I don't know how you'd go about it. But
it seems like it'd be very hard to do.
That's like if you go to a fucking like house party and the guy says have some fruit punch and you expect it to be just fucking fruit punch.
yeah, and it's spiked.
Yeah. Oh well. What are you saying? You're gonna?
Well, then there you go. Then
You're saying you're gonna die from it? He could easily just say, I don't know who put that in there.
You could be allergic to tequila. Then they put tequila in it, and then your throat.
He could say that he laced it himself. You could say he took a blend.
When you lace it, it's when you're making the pill.
Huh? They could say he. Unless they found pills that were actually laced with something left over.
They probably, for all you know, they did. They probably found like whatever it came in and what was in it.
There will be an investigation.
At the same time, if it was just weed, it wouldn't have killed him.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm like, we'll see. I guess
there's an investigation, but on Reddit there was like, I saw the post that announced like the Mac Miller, someone's been arrested in it, and then a ton of people were like yeah, fuck drug dealers. This person should die.
He didn't shove the pill down the dude's throat. That's all I'm saying.
And
also, so drug dealers aren't the ones responsible for fucking up inner cities. I'm sorry, I didn't know that they weren't partially responsible.
Well, it's the people that push the drugs in the first place and create the drugs. But the drug dealers are responsible too.
Yeah, there's
but
a
here's
process
the thing.
to it.
Here's the
thing.
Oh god, you can't. Here's the thing. After here's the thing.
Well, the thing is though. Okay, so the people who are selling it, right?
Okay.
They got to live somehow, right?
I'm sure the ones selling it to Mac Miller
from starving. Nas.
I'm sure the ones selling to Mac Miller
down.
didn't need the money that bad.
You never know.
He's saying he went to like a low income area to get this stuff. I'm sure that this guy's someone who sells to probably other people who are better means, probably.
You never know.
I mean, Heath Ledger like did prescription pills. A
lot of
people in Hollywood do, and I'm sure that there's dealers that they all know about.
Well, at the same time,
it was an accidental drug overdose due to a mixed drug toxicity of fentanyl, alcohol, and cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
So the coke was laced with fentanyl, or the alcohol was laced with fentanyl?
Apparently, they know the pills were.
According to court documents, Miller had asked to be given Percocet, a prescribed painkiller containing oxycodone, in addition to cocaine and Xanax.
Well, that's just asking for trouble
right
there.
Yeah, fentanyl, alcohol, and cocaine, but they don't mention anything about the oxycodone or anything. So
for all you know,
it said that he wanted Percocets that have oxy in them.
Yeah, but it said his drug toxicity
didn't say
of fentanyl, alcohol, and cocaine.
Didn't say anything about him asking for fentanyl, though.
So that's something he interjected into the mix himself, and then he paid the price.
I think the dealer fucking sold him either the wrong shit or fucking.
It's possible. It's possible. I'm saying it's all up in the air now. But I want people to keep the same energy, because people are condemning the fuck out of this drug dealer, of course, because drug dealers are pieces of shit.
Like they should.
But then they romanticize rappers who have admitted to it, but
to selling it or taking it.
And they don't care about the ones who did it during the crack epidemic in the fucking 90s. And now it's like, right now they're like, drug dealers are the fucking worst, but yet they still praise the ones that came up from
No way, he used it to make money? No way. Oh, look, now he's got all this money and
a lot of rappers.
There's still drug dealers out there.
Yep. What was it? The story of OJ, take your drug money and buy the neighborhood. Well, still ain't got the block.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
But he did use the drug money to get more money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But think about it. It's like a ton of rappers that came up from hustling, from drug dealing. They're romanticized. They're given money. I mean, I like rap. I don't mind drug rap at all, because normally I assume it's fiction, but it's not really fiction. A lot of them are or were drug dealers, so. But it's like, keep the same energy. If you're going to condemn him for being a drug dealer, condemn your favorite rappers for being drug dealers.
You keep saying
during the crack epidemic.
You keep saying people are doing it to survive, though. I think these people just want power, and that's a way to get it.
They want money.
Well, they want money and control. It's not about surviving.
The guy who sold, so I guess I've have experience dealing with drug dealers, not purchasing, but working around them, and a lot of them don't care about a lot of things other than, of course, themselves, and then they're very, manipulative.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's like, imagine being in a place where there's just all manipulators and they like manipulate.
Could you imagine if there was a manipulator with $1.5 billion?
Yeah.
But here's the thing,
sorry,
right?
Chris isn't
Here's
here.
the thing.
Telling me.
I could see if he was given a prescription.
I'm saying they don't care about who they're selling.
I could see if he was given a script
long
for
as they get
pain
the
pills
money.
and he got addicted to them. But if he's just buying this shit because he wants to get high,
Yeah.
That's on him.
And then there's the doctors
I think he's
over-prescribing
I think he's had depression for a lot of his life.
opioids and stuff.
well, depression they don't give you what the fuck was it? Xanax for
Oxycodone.
depression.
That's probably for anxiety. I don't even know. I can look it up on Wikipedia. But yeah,
It's a fucking anti-seizure drug. I'm pretty sure.
management of anxiety disorders, specifically panic disorder or generalized anxiety disorder, or GAD.
You could easily
Other uses include chemotherapy-induced nausea, together with other treatments. So okay, all right, cool. I was right. Weird. But anyway, what I'm saying is normally drug dealers do not care about what happens to the people that they're selling to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They do it to make money.
Why do you think Jay-Z cares about these people now if he didn't back then?
He doesn't now.
That's what I'm saying.
But pretending to get some money. But that was we did that for 2 episodes.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that anymore.
We're not gonna do that again. No one has said anything in the comments, I don't think. We'll wait. But that's all I got for hip hop. There's not much going on, of course.
I'm just gonna
not
leave
that
it
we
on.
care to talk
I'm just
about.
gonna leave it on. If he just bought some weed, he'd still be alive.
Sure.
If he did his recreational drugs.
If that dealer just got a job that wasn't illegal, Mac Miller would still be alive.
If Mac Miller wouldn't have gone out looking for illicit drugs, he'd still be alive too. So it's like, where does the tilt-a-whirl end?
Well,
Well, then I guess the gun people aren't responsible at all either. So.
doing drugs, you got to do it
well,
in
you got to
moderate.
think these pills are being manufactured by a pharmaceutical company somewhere, and then
Yeah.
they're being.
Well, he did.
A lot of it's China.
His
I
drug
think.
toxicity consisted of fentanyl, alcohol, and cocaine. It's all about moderation when you're doing your illicit drugs. Don't mix and match. That's how you die.
Well, I'm sure he didn't think that just doing Percocets with that was going to kill him, and then things were different.
Nobody thinks something's gonna kill him. Nobody thinks that the first person to go into the Amazon and get shot by a poison dart frog didn't think they were gonna die by a little frog. But guess fucking what? You know
He
what I'm
isn't
saying?
the first person, though.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, we're moving on. What are you guys playing? What have you guys been doing? Anything new other than WoW Classic?
WoW Classic? I don't know. Not much.
Yes. Okay. Neat. Me neither. I haven't been doing anything really either.
You didn't want to talk about Kevin?
I went to
you
the
wanna talk about
Renaissance.
Kevin Hart, man?
No, not at all, or later.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's lucky he finished. He's lucky he finished Jumanji too. That's all I'm
Yep.
saying.
Yeah.
So what? Okay, tell me about Kevin Hart since you want to bring it up.
Well, he got into a car accident and he had 3 fractures in his spine that had to be all fused to get back together.
So was this like him getting hit while in a car by a Walmart truck, or was this like
That was
him,
the
like-
other guy.
No, but I'm saying, is it like him getting hit, or was it him doing something? And
I don't know. I don't know if he was in his because he has a really nice older car, I think, but I mean probably didn't have all the safety features. I don't know if that's the one he was driving or not.
safety off.
Yep. But he is alive, and that's good.
Oh yeah, they said he has a lot of rehabilitation. He's gonna have to.
Oh yeah, we'll see if he can walk again.
I'm sure he'll be able to walk. But
I'm
how-
sure
how
they
well?
haven't talked about any paralysis.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would have mentioned that.
If they fuse the discs together, though, he's gonna have back issues.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, may not be able to work out as much. May be resorting to more stand up than movie roles. Maybe we'll see.
He could just do all the close up
He
dialogue.
was a passenger.
You got to remember, he's got Kevin Hart money.
He was a passenger in
So-
a 1970 Plymouth Barracuda.
Okay, so not the safest
Crashed
car.
in the ditch.
Okay.
Oh, so he didn't even hit anybody. Jeez.
Just went out of control.
I guess.
We'll see what happens there. Oh, I guess Kanye reportedly purchased a $14 million Wyoming ranch.
Yep.
Didn't he already have a Wyoming ranch? Did he buy another
no,
one?
No, he was renting that.
He's been there when he's like doing his creative
so now he
process
bought
stuff.
it.
Now he's got one that he bought. It's literally a resort. If you read the thing, it's got 2 freshwater lakes. It's got all this
restaurant, event facilities.
All this stuff.
That's where he's gonna have his Sunday service.
now-
or
I
whatever.
said he's gonna have like a cult, is what it sounds like.
So now he's 52 add-on 14. He's $66 million in personal debt.
No,
Yep.
apparently he went from being that in debt to being 250 million like above.
Because it was a lie.
Exactly.
No shit.
It was
Exactly.
wait. So is him trying to get people to buy his stuff?
Yeah.
There you go.
He was trying to get
Figured
a
it out.
partner. A manipulation? Oh.
Well, I guess it's like brand stuff that he makes,
But hear
like
me
makes
out.
like over $1
Hear
billion
me out.
or
Hear
some
me out.
shit.
So-
like, he makes a lot of.
So if
money.
Kanye West is now a MAGA American,
Oh Jesus.
and he went from being in the red to in the black again, was it Russian oligarch money?
Oh Jesus.
Oh.
I had a theory behind this ranch. I know they said that apparently Kim said she wanted to live on like a ranch or something like that in Wyoming or something, where the hell it is. But apparently, my whole thought process is he saw Old Town Road, and now he's going to try to channel that.
It didn't work for that 7 album release or whatever he did.
Just
so.
wait until he gets Lil Nas X in the studio with him to work on.
Oh, he already had that. Whoa, who was it that he had it?
He already
place
was featured on Lil Nas X, wasn't he, or some
Might
shit?
have been.
I don't even remember. So that's exciting. Ooh. I mean, hopefully Kevin Hart recovers, and hopefully Kanye West fades off into obscurity.
In theory, if he has Kevin Hart money and he can't walk, he can afford the Coagula. So
Yep. So,
yeah.
did you hear that SNES games are being added to the Switch to go to video games?
Yeah, I haven't picked up the Switch in a little while, but I was gonna check to see what's new.
It was on the 5th, yesterday. They came out.
They put it. Was it Link to the Past or was it trash?
They put out a lot. They put out Super Metroid, Link to the Past, Super Mario World,
Wow.
Star Fox.
I think
If they didn't do
Heavy
F-Zero,
hitters.
if
They did
didn't-
heavy
if
I
they
think
didn't
they've
do
been.
F-Zero,
I
then
think they've
it's
had a pretty
trash.
fast pace of it coming out, but I read a thing saying it's going to slow down, where it's going to be more spread out.
Because F-Zero is like
Eventually.
the reason why people bought a SNES, dude.
That's not true.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the FX chip. That's late. That was later on in the console's lifespan. The Star Fox and the F-Zero. They both had the FX chip.
And they were both like the best.
And Yoshi's Island's on there too, which is also FX chip. Maybe they're doing all the FX chip games.
What's the FX chip? Something for Super Nintendo?
Something
Yeah, it was a chip that they put in the cartridge to make it stronger. Yeah.
Developed.
So they were able to have F-Zero and Star Fox.
Is it Banjo
the 3D.
Actually,
Kazooie going
no,
to be
it was-
on like Smash now or something?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Oh yeah, but
That was announced.
But like, I
announced
guess
on the podcast.
I guess the one guy said to like still play Rare stuff on like Xbox because Xbox owns them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Which like a lot of people thought was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Still
play
play
Sea of Thieves. That fucking dumb game that never gave me my pre-order fucking stuff.
Yep.
Never got it. Paid pre-order to get a fucking skin, of course, like everybody else does. And I didn't pay extra. It was just the pre-order.
Yep.
Never got it.
Mm-hmm.
After like
I didn't-
4 months of like just telling them, still don't have it. Still don't have it. And they're like, check now. Check now. Let me try something else. Oh, that's weird. Check now. Never got it.
Mm-hmm.
Never got it. Fuck Microsoft. Fuck Rare. Fuck Sea of Thieves. Fuck them all. So that's all I got. I'm still mad about that.
But hey, man.
Haven't played Sea of Thieves since.
Whoa,
Don't give a
whoa,
shit about
whoa.
the update. It's
Halo,
trash.
Halo Infinite or Halo
Don't play
Universe
that.
or whatever it's called is gonna be so fucking good though.
I don't know if I'll play that because I never
Dude,
played
they
Halo.
followed the Master Chef and then
I never played Halo 4 or 5. So I don't
Well, the
give a
Master
shit.
Chief Collection's on the Game Pass, right?
I'm getting that on Steam when it's on Steam. I bought the Hyperkin Duke controller, the remake of the hamburger controller for the PC. I bought it just for that. Haven't used it yet, but I will. $70 fucking, so I better. So World of Warcraft Classic, I almost quit again just now before the podcast.
We should tell everybody that Final Fantasy VIII remake's out. So
right now,
it's been out since the 3rd.
Oh, I didn't know that even.
Yeah, the remaster or whatever
on Switch.
I don't know
and
if it's
PC.
out on Switch yet.
Xbox.
Oh, why isn't it on Switch?
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to look at the eShop.
Pretty sure it's came out the 3rd. Though.
Well, calm down, dude. I'm not like burning you at the stake. Jesus Christ.
I haven't gotten it yet, though. I forgot.
Oh, that's exciting. Final Fantasy VIII remake, reboot,
yeah,
remaster. Go ahead and watch that or play that, whatever you do.
Final Fantasy VII remake. I'm still skeptical about that. It just seems like
it's too good to be true, pretty much.
Well, it just seems like it's a scam to get people to buy PlayStation hardware when their game library's been going downhill over the last few years.
As long as I'm allowed to play the older battle system, like what have
they have
Switch.
the top. They're the top console. PS4 is the top console.
Yeah, but the problem with
top IPs.
The problem with that,
and now they're gonna have PlayStation 5.
They're the bastards. They're the bastards
backwards
who
compatibility.
Everything else about their company doesn't really make much any money anymore. So they're clinging on to these exclusives because they're the bastards who brought that shit about.
You know what's funny too.
Exclusivity's been around.
You know what's funny is that Fortnite.
It's been a big deal.
If you linked your Fortnite account to a PlayStation account, you could not use that account to play on any other console or PC. After that, you had to make a whole new account.
The only time
disgusting
in video game history, the only time that they ever worked together was when they're going to die by someone else.
Google Stadia.
When Nintendo and Sony were going to work together because of Atari,
and then Sony pulled out,
and then Nintendo pulled out to work with Philips. And then Sony got mad and worked with Sega. And then they fucked Sony over. And then Atari, broke up because they failed. Then Sega started failing. And then Sony made the PlayStation. And then the Sega Saturn came out. Was shit.
Sega's back, man. Sega's back.
Sega's not back.
They just don't make consoles.
Sega been dead forever. But yeah, I mean... exclusivity has always been a thing. The only time they've ever helped or worked together was when they're fucking dying.
Well,
and that's when Sony.
I'm more talking about when there's things that in the past have been on multiple consoles and now they're exclusive. That's bullshit.
There's no exclusivity. There's no exclusive titles for Xbox.
That's not
because
true.
there's not many compared to other consoles.
They just have.
They just failed. Nintendo's always been exclusive with their shit. Always.
How did Xbox fail?
Because this generation, they absolutely failed. They didn't have any exclusive titles.
Well, you see, the secret is
okay, sure.
Microsoft is exclusive to their Microsoft platform. So
do
buy
I have
it
to
on
Google
Xbox.
Exclusive titles.
Buy it on Xbox. Get it on PC too. So they're hitting 2 markets.
Yep.
Whereas Sony's only hitting 1 market.
And they still did better.
That's why. People always show the console versus console. It's but guess what? Who's selling way more fucking games?
And
overall?
Microsoft is going to be selling their games for Microsoft Game Studios on Steam now. Mm-hmm. Now way more people are going to be buying those.
Then why did they have to team up with Nintendo when Sony did so good this generation? When they were scared,
Microsoft teamed up with Nintendo.
I don't think that happened.
Yeah.
When?
The news about it that we talked about on the podcast before. They're working together to bring Xbox.
No, that's Microsoft and Sony are working.
They're working on showing Sony how to do cloud technology because they're Microsoft.
Well, that's now. I'm talking
the deal
before
with Google Stadia.
I'm talking before when everybody was buying a PS4 for Spider-Man, God of War. Horizon.
God of War wasn't even good.
What's that? Horizon.
Wait, Halo, Gears of War, the Forza games. I'm trying to think. There's more, but the list isn't loading.
7 of them.
There's a lot of Forza games.
Yeah, well, I'm saying there's 7 exclusives.
Well, there's 7 Forzas, and then there's Forza Horizons that has at least 4. It looks like, which is a separate thing.
Yeah, compare that to Sony's exclusives or Nintendo's.
Doesn't matter how many you
Exclusive sells consoles.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think
consoles actually being good sells consoles.
Consoles are the same.
No.
Nintendo Switch is fucking garbage, and it's outsold the Xbox One. Maybe. I don't even know.
Yeah, it might have. I'm not sure.
And the console's got to be good. It's fucking shit compared to the other two.
Well, I mean, the 3D,
and it's still outsold Xbox One. You want to know why? Because people...
Are you serious?
Because people fucking jerk off to fucking Nintendo IP, and they'll buy it no matter what.
They don't have that many good games even on it yet.
They only needed Breath of the Wild and a Mario game announced.
Well, then why do we need exclusives then if you only need 2 games? Apparently.
Because you got to have good exclusives.
I remember back when Halo was a good exclusive, but apparently
it's not anymore.
Well, what are these exclusives? Mario's not a good exclusive, in my opinion.
To Nintendo people, it is.
Never was.
Nintendo fan base is stronger than Xbox fan base.
Never was.
Stronger than Sony fan base, too. It's just there's less of them.
No, Sony fan base is fucking...
Sony fan base is 40-plus-year-old fucking virgins. That's the fucking Sony.
So Shaw has a PlayStation.
Yeah, he's racist, so it makes sense. But no, like I didn't even buy an Xbox One this generation. I bought a Switch.
I was gonna say
it was shit. I didn't even like the Switch.
But then you sold it and then you bought another one.
Well, I've used both.
Yeah,
both systems. I've used other people's PS4s when I went over to their houses. I don't see how it's even close to like an Xbox
The
One.
PlayStation controller is dog shit.
Compared to Xbox,
Having both sticks at the same fucking level is fucking stupid.
Yeah, but they couldn't take
stupid.
They couldn't take the Xbox path because they had it patented. I'm sure.
Like the Xbox path is perfect. Well, the Switch controller is almost the same. It's just that they don't have they have the D-pad in a different spot or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
All exclusives is make you not have to make better games because you just hang on to exclusives.
Exclusives sell consoles.
Well, I don't know if you.
I don't understand how you can argue.
You've been following the trend in the gaming industry over the last
funny. When a
20
console,
years, but quality of product delivered has been going down.
When a console releases and the release game is there's one exclusive that's the release game.
And it's going to be
Then
Halo.
I see how it's selling consoles.
And it's going to be Halo Infinite. And that's going to be so fucking good.
But then you got to see what PlayStation 5 has.
If there aren't any other confirmed exclusives, why the fuck would you even buy that?
PlayStation 5 is going to be what?
Based on that.
Well, Nintendo had a lot of confirmed exclusives.
Old Man Yelling Boy Simulator?
They kept being farther and farther out.
I can just say a game's going to release in 3 years and people will buy the console. Then we'll say, oh, we changed our mind. Cancel that game.
Yeah. I never touch my Switch anymore, but I did buy a Switch over an Xbox One. Didn't even buy Xbox this generation.
Don't know why. The Xbox One is great.
What the fuck would I use it for? There's nothing to play on.
I use mine every fucking day.
I go to my PC.
I know if I had a PlayStation 4, I wouldn't.
There's nothing that makes me go away from my PC that says you need to play the Xbox.
I'd rather sit on a couch than in a fucking computer chair.
That's
what'll get me away from my PC.
I could connect PC to TV, sit on a couch. No difference.
Well, then you're not on a computer.
I am on a computer. I'm just sitting on a fucking couch while doing it.
You're streaming. That's different.
My computer's hooked up to my TV. My TV would be the computer monitor.
How are you connecting it up? Like with a cord?
With a cord.
Okay, you said something about connecting something. I don't know.
What? I don't know what you're talking. Yeah, I don't have no Steam Link.
Well, what the heck?
I'm talking about physically taking your computer and hooking it up to the TV. And that would be your computer monitor.
Said something about some sort of
then
link
sit in
thing.
the couch.
I didn't know what you meant by
that. But nothing is making me spend an extra $400.
It's $200 on sale for an Xbox One.
I'm talking about release or whatever it was on release. Nothing is making me go play that console because there is nothing.
You're cheap, okay?
There is nothing to play that console. Play on that console.
There are plenty.
You'll use it for fucking. What do you use it for? You watch Twitch on it.
I use it for everything multimedia I do, except for playing computer games.
What exclusives did you play on the Xbox One that you got for it?
I'm not even going to say I played that many games on the fucking thing. It's an all-in-one media machine.
Why would you get a gaming console when you're not playing any games on it?
They don't even bill it as a gaming console. Did you not see when they advertise it?
I don't care if I can watch Netflix and Twitch on it. I can do that on my computer. I can do that on my TV.
Well, why would you want to sit on a fucking computer and watch fucking Netflix?
My TV has it.
Well, hardware-wise, it's a
has
PC that's hooked up to your TV anyway. So PCs and consoles are the same.
Yeah. It's just what operating system.
So it's just a personal console is personal computer.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just saying your argument, you have none.
Well, your argument, you have none. You didn't buy.
You are arguing against your own argument by saying I didn't buy it for games.
You didn't.
And we're arguing exclusive sell consoles.
You only bought one of the consoles, and it's the one that you ended up not liking.
It's
so
the
now
one,
you just say I would never buy consoles.
It's the one console that's also just not another PC, like an Xbox or a PlayStation.
Yeah, that's true too.
You bought the mobile one.
It was handheld.
That's trash that I would never buy.
I bought it for the handheld aspect. Don't use it. Like, I don't take it anymore.
Exactly. That's why I would never buy it.
Well, I guess, no, that's not... It's good for partying to take to parties.
It's like, why would I want to bring something
like, we did bring it to Chris's.
Why would I want to bring something that's worth, like, what, $200 some with me to somewhere to where it could break or get stolen?
Because it's easier to travel with than it is, like, an Xbox.
But if I'm going somewhere, why would I want to bring that with me?
Like, I'm not... to drink and play Mario Kart?
Well, why wouldn't I drink and just talk to the people I'm there to talk to?
I don't know. You don't go out anyway. Get fucked.
Well, I'm using an example. If I would go out.
If I would go out.
You're attacking my character instead of listening to what I'm saying.
You're not listening to the facts. You're attacking me and my choices.
Well, that's what you've been doing the whole time. But okay.
Well, I mean, you're like, exclusives don't sell consoles. Xbox One is awesome. I didn't buy it for games.
Fanboys sell consoles.
Oh, wait. So I'm saying I didn't buy it for games, so I wasn't sold on the console because of fucking exclusives. Oh, looks like I just proved your point wrong because I bought it for not the reason you claim people do.
That's true, I guess. Yeah, you got a point there. You got a point there. You just wasted money.
Okay, I bought it a long time ago, man. I'm pretty sure it's paid for itself by now.
Well, yeah, because you watch Twitch and shit on it.
I watch like all the streaming services but Hulu on it. No.
And you don't need an actual Blu-ray player if you have
an
Xbox.
It's got Blu-ray, so I watch all my stuff.
I don't even have a Blu-ray player. Never bothered.
Yep.
Because you can stream it on the PC. Or, now on my TV. You can just rent movies on your TV and shit, so you don't have to
I guess I just
Blu-ray.
never liked watching on my computer screen, like, movies and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I go Netflix and stuff on my TV.
Yeah.
Because it has it.
I know people who just exclusively watch it on their computers, though, and how can you do that?
I would never buy a fucking console to be a Netflix machine. Fuck that. I would get a fucking, what are those fucking shitty Fire Sticks or whatever before I'd buy a fucking console. I'd spend $40 to get
Well, to be fair, when I bought it, when I first
stick.
bought it, I did play games on it. So I got my gaming done.
Oh, didn't you play a game on it?
Well, I played
get the fuck away from
Titanfall, and then I
gotta
played
get a fly strip.
Some Halo stuff on it.
Oh yeah, dude, I do remember you played Titanfall on it. That was
I played
like
some Halo stuff on it, and then I played some of the free like Xbox like
games with gold.
Yep, games with gold games on it that they give out.
Yeah, as long as you enjoy it.
I mean, they give out free games like every month.
I'm just saying, overall, you probably want to look into it. That exclusives are what sells consoles.
I think it's fanboys.
Yeah, that's my
because when God of
War funny, the PS3 was shit and they still sold like 40 million consoles.
When old man shouting Boy Simulator 2019 came out, it sold consoles. No, it fucking didn't.
When what?
God of War was a thing.
God of War sold fucking shit ton of consoles.
Yeah, and now it's not even a thing anymore. And no one gives a shit about it anymore.
Because it already won like probably Game of the Year and shit. That was years ago. And if you don't remember when Spider-Man came out, late in the console's...
We're talking about the fucking...
Shut the fuck up! Late in the console's lifespan, Spider-Man sold a fuck ton of consoles for the PS4.
And it wasn't even
alone. Fanboys would have already had the console by then because it was late in its lifespan.
And now
Spider-Man was just last year.
Because you can get it for $200 and then Spider-Man for another $30.
It wasn't the fact that it's cheap as shit now that they were buying it. No, not at all.
But it sold the console.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm talking about.
What's funny is if you're selling it for half the price, it should count for half the sales. Is what I'm trying to say.
It's late in the life. It's hard to sell consoles late in the lifespan of a console.
Yeah.
And an exclusive.
Why should that count towards?
Sold a lot of consoles.
You say, oh, they sold 80 million consoles, but when they first sold it, it was $500, and now they're selling it for $200. You're making how many of those did they make like fucking 300 less on?
Yeah, but when
it's
I
not
was
an accurate measurement.
When I was making my argument for the Xbox One for being $400, Alex chimed in $200 mail-in rebate or something.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Mail-in rebate.
You're saying it matters when it didn't before.
I'm just saying the numbers aren't necessarily like what is actually going on.
It's just like It's just like people buying.
I don't know. I don't think you understand what I am arguing. I am telling you, and people see exclusive and go, I want to play that. I'm going to buy the console so I can play that. They go and purchase it. I don't give a fuck.
I have never seen a game.
Hold on. I don't give a fuck if it's $1 or $500. Yeah. They saw that exclusive. They went and bought the console to play that exclusive. That is the argument.
That's a fanboy. Because if you're buying a console for one, they're just a fanboy of the IP, not the actual console.
How could you be a fanboy of the fucking IP or the game when you've never played the game?
If you're buying a fucking console for one fucking game, you either like the console or like the game. And I'm going to lean towards liking the fucking game.
I'm guessing that it's Sony Game Studios. Or a Sony.
You could give a shit what console that's on.
What? But here's the thing. I will bet you that Fortnite sold more PS4s because people could only play with their friends that had a PS4 if they bought one themselves.
Yeah. It's all a ploy.
Because there's no crossplay.
When did Fortnite come to the Xbox?
I'm just saying I've never bought a console to play one game. Or like
a lot of people, I know a lot of people, one of their friends was playing Fortnite on PS4 and they're like, well, I want to play with him. I have to get a PS4 because Sony doesn't allow crossplay.
Yep.
Listeners, just so you know, I can't look them up because we don't have internet. There are plenty of articles that back my claim, and the majority of the industry believes what I'm saying and agree with me.
Yeah,
so understand
they're the greedy fuckers that
and don't listen to
want to take all your fucking money. Okay, what's up?
Okay, whatever. I'm right, you're wrong. That's all that matters.
Doesn't matter if you're right. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
If you're buying a fucking console for one or two fucking games, you're the fucking piece of shit that's giving all this fucking money to Sony.
Yeah, but you bought an Xbox for no games. So you're the who's giving all that money. Well,
wait a minute, I use it for
all that money to Xbox to watch Netflix.
I use it for I use it for tons of fucking shit that isn't even gaming. That's amazing. At least I can do that with my fucking console.
But you already had all that other shit.
Not really.
So aren't you the fanboy that had the 360 and immediately went and bought an Xbox One?
I'm the fucker who didn't even own
I'm the
fucker who didn't even own a normal Xbox for fucking ever, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
not no Microsoft fucking
I'm the fucker who owned Xbox and Halo, had a 360, didn't even bother with the Xbox One because there's no reason to get it.
But you didn't
buy And I love Xbox. I haven't bought a PlayStation since the PlayStation 2.
Why is there a reason to get PlayStation? You claim the games, but every exclusive...
I haven't bought a
list
Nintendo...
the exclusives, and I'll tell you if they're a good game, because most of them aren't even good.
You've never played them. How the fuck
it's
would
just
you
better.
know?
Okay, look at the launch games for the PlayStation 4, how bad they were.
Yeah, exactly.
If you find a fleck of gold in a pile of shit, you're gonna latch onto that.
I mean...
What are you talking about? They had the same games as Xbox did.
What?
Xbox One released with exclusives like Titanfall and...
How good did that do?
It must have sold a ton of consoles.
It didn't. That's why it's the lowest selling console of this generation.
That's funny. It still outsold the PS3.
If you look at how many people bought a PlayStation 2 and you translate that...
I don't even know the launch games for the PS4. To be honest,
they probably weren't even good.
No, it wasn't it Horizon? Wasn't it the game of the year?
No, Horizon Zero Dawn came later on in its life cycle.
Are you sure?
It was at least a year in.
Okay, then I have no idea what the launch
Xbox launch games. Rise, Son of Rome as well.
I remember that game fucking falling flat.
Dead Rising 3.
That's an exciting IP.
Call of Duty Ghosts, Battlefield 4, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Are those actual launch games?
You can do Assassin's Creed on every console.
Same with Battlefield, so...
Oh, here we go. Here's the launch titles compared on a website.
Oh, do it. Because your internet works for some reason.
Well, it does sometimes.
It does when it shouldn't. It does when it shouldn't.
How long have we been fucking filming this trash where Ross won't just give up?
Well, I'm saying, if you're buying a console just because it has certain IPs, that's fucking stupid.
Well,
they should be available.
You have to see what you're saying is stupid and can be turned right back on you.
I'm saying if that's your reasoning,
you are talking about yourself when you're saying these things.
Well, if that's your reasoning, why don't you just have a PC? Is what I'm saying.
I do, Ross.
I'm not talking about you though. I'm talking about the fucking 100 million people who fucking bought fucking PS fucking 4s.
There's people have PCs.
But just imagine.
But they can't play with their friends when they got the Xbox 4 version.
Just imagine if half of those people didn't buy a PS4, Sony would have gone underwater.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder what made... I wonder how they sold so many consoles over Nintendo and
Fortnite.
Xbox then. No, because Fortnite's on all of them, remember?
Can't crossplay.
Why not?
Because Sony wouldn't even let crossplay on on Minecraft with people on other platforms.
Yeah.
That's how fucking shit they are, dude.
Didn't they eventually open it up, crossplay? And didn't Nintendo and Xbox have crossplay or something?
They crossplayed with each other because Sony was holding out.
Wait, so there's a console, 2 consoles that you could crossplay on, and the one that you couldn't. But yet, numero uno sold more consoles than the thing that you're arguing
Because
with.
people had to buy a PlayStation to play with their friends who had a PlayStation because there's no crossplay. If they allowed it, kid with Xbox would play with kid on PlayStation, but since they don't allow it,
It's called greedy fuckers.
he's got to get a PlayStation
That's what it is.
or the other kid's
But this
got an
was late
Xbox.
in the console's lifespan.
Fortnite's been out for a couple of years.
So you really think that surge of... I mean, they have the surges. You can look them all up. It's exclusive.
There's a reason
why
they've got sustained sales, and
there's
the
a
other ones are
reason
topping
why
off.
They had a lot of blowback for
There's
that
a
too, and they
reason-
still sold more
There's a
consoles.
reason why Sony won't open up crossplay, and it's because people will stop buying their consoles because they could do it on
Because
any
they
console.
don't have to. They dominate the market right now for consoles.
Yeah, for PS4, we'll see what happens next round.
That's what, you remember when remember when we talked about earlier?
You remember when Xbox 360 and versus PlayStation 3?
Remember
and the
when we
PlayStation
talked
3
about
was shit?
earlier?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Remember when we talked about
Okay.
earlier how the failing consoles had to team up against the other one that was winning, and Nintendo and Xbox publicly shamed Sony over that crossplay thing?
So let's take
they
it back
still
to the
sold more?
Xbox 360 versus PlayStation 3 era. Let's look at those two side by side. And they
Okay.
probably still sold more PlayStation 3s than Xbox 360s when they had 2 fucking games on the entire PlayStation 3.
They didn't sell more.
Resistance and what was it, Killzone or whatever?
Resistance was okay, and Killzone was... I like the first Killzone for the PS2.
I'm just looking here. I'm trying to figure out.
Not finding what you want.
No, I'm trying to figure out which PlayStation games here are actual
Sony exclusives.
exclusives because I don't see very many of them. If
Well,
there are.
anyway...
They seem like almost all the same games except for 1 or 2.
We'll probably revisit this in another podcast where we've been able to look it up or talk about it in the future when we have internet inside when we go in for winter. There's nothing else for gaming news that I know about.
Here's
really,
what I'm saying.
other than-
Exclusives sell consoles. You're right.
Okay, I know.
There shouldn't be exclusives.
Then there would be no reason for consoles.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Then you would have to have
okay.
actual functionality.
That's
other
what
than just playing
That's what
video
Google
games.
Stadia is doing. They're coming in and they're
If
taking
the only
all of it.
difference was the functionality of the console, you'd see consoles that were a hell of a lot fucking more functional.
Probably.
If they all played the same games, it would be
You would
down
see
to
a
who
PC.
provides better
They'd all
features.
have-
There would be no reason. They would be a PC.
It would all be
They
down
already
to
are for a
controller
PC, just a shitty
ergonomics.
one.
It would all be
Yeah.
down to fucking which one has an espresso machine built into it. Like,
Yeah. They would have to step up their game. They'd have to have better operating systems. They would have to make the system worth buying over the other systems.
or just over
Currently,
a
they
fucking
don't
PC.
have to do that. They do that with exclusives. Like, if you want to play it, you have to buy my system. That's it. And then...
They can put out whatever product they want.
Exactly. And the people with the better exclusives or higher number
The thing
of
is, you can have
people
a
buy that.
better IP and make a shittier game, but people will buy it because it's part of that IP.
That's Nintendo.
That's but like that's what I'm trying to say.
nutshell.
That's the reason I don't like.
You could have
exclusives.
you could have the most powerful console in the world, but if people don't believe that your IPs are good, it's still not going to sell it like Xbox One X.
Yeah, like Xbox One X.
I didn't know people were even buying that, but okay.
I don't think anybody was buying it. I think that was the point.
But it's still it's the
X-
most
X-
That's
Xbox-
just something they did for
you know-
consumers who wanted it.
Did you know that Xbox and Sony are like now eating up like all these like developers now because Stadia is coming in and they need exclusives, so now they're like buying
That's what I'm
up
saying, like-
as much as they can
I don't think
before Stadia comes in.
I don't think those companies should have been able to own the game developers. That shouldn't be a thing. That's like Monopoly.
Well,
shit.
it's. I mean, it's licensing deals and shit. Because
that's different from owning. Owning means you're actually buying the company.
Well, yeah, but it's just like the thing with Epic Games. It's like you take it, but it's only for a year. Then it can go everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like eventually we might see. Well, Xbox will see the exclusives on PC eventually, but it won't be right away because they need you to buy the console first to get the sales. Sony, I don't know. They eventually, I mean,
for
when Square was sold or whatever, Final Fantasy games started appearing on like PC and shit, like reboots and stuff. Maybe someday we'll see those exclusives.
The
elsewhere.
Final Fantasy 7 isn't it only exclusive on PS4 for like a year or something, or a certain amount of time?
Yeah, maybe.
I thought it was. I could be wrong.
We're probably doing the same thing that Epic does, but eventually you'll be able to get your hands on them. Mm-hmm. Or the console will be so dirt cheap in the future that you could go back and be like, oh, I've always wanted to play God of War, and then you buy a console for $50.
Stadia would probably be good by then, though, if it still exists.
Yeah,
like if it still exists.
If that works, because that's what's going to kill the console industry is Stadia. If it's successful, which currently it's not.
I almost can't wait if it actually works.
They're like from the articles I've been reading and the journalists and stuff, they've all been saying like latency still there. Like, so we'll see. Like, I can't play it where I even live, so I don't give a fuck about it. But if I live somewhere where I had good internet, I might be interested.
I was gonna say maybe for all you know, the games will be just as good as what you already have because your internet's so bad.
They would probably be the Steam library on like you could get anything pretty much.
Yeah,
I'm assuming whatever they can have the license for or whatever to stream.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's all I got for gaming. There's some shit with a bunch of developers. They're fucking around, but it's not big enough to really talk about. Are getting pissed off at each other. SJWs like going off the chain on somebody on Cyberpunk for not having more genders. I think
I still haven't watched the damn trailer for that.
Cyberpunk looks really good.
It just to me like the little bit I saw looked stupid, so I didn't want to watch.
My heart of hearts wants me to pre-order it before it's gone off Steam because I have a feeling it will be. Because Epic will be like, oh, guess what we can buy.
I'm just trying. What's the plot of it?
It's Johnny Mnemonic, but a video game. And Keanu Reeves is in it.
So...
But he's not Johnny Mnemonic.
So what's the
It's
premise?
like Alita Battle Angel. And Johnny Mnemonic. The premise is that they're in a fucking dirt dystopia future, like Blade Runner shit, but everybody's got like cybernetic enhancements and shit.
So... Okay.
So just like Alita Battle Angel, but mixed with like Johnny Mnemonic. Like the grime of Johnny Mnemonic, but... the overachieving parts of everybody in like Alita. Not as far as Alita,
I don't know, it's
but
not
close.
That doesn't sell me very much on it.
But it's also GTA 5.
Well, that also doesn't sell me on.
There's also vehicles and shooting and shit. But that's like the general plot for it. And I am a sucker for good sci-fi.
Because I've always been like, thought that GTA games look stupid, so...
I was in the same boat until I played GTA 5.
Let's go shoot a hooker. Let's go hit this guy with a car.
In the store. Yeah, that's generally what it was because I remember playing San Andreas, GTA 3, but then when I actually owned GTA 5 and then I played the story, I'm like, whoa, this is like a fucking movie that's actually good.
I watched him play the story and it looked stupid, so... Well,
you gotta get into it. It's a longer story.
It's like, oh, you can sell drugs. It's like, yeah, because we need that.
And the acting's really good, which really helped. I mean, that's good.
I don't want a video game where I'm selling fucking weed on the fucking streets.
You do what you gotta do, dude.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
I don't need that in a game. I don't want...
Well, eventually you can rap after that, Ross.
I don't want to... If I want an immersive experience, I want it to be something I couldn't just do myself right now.
You could. You just probably wouldn't get as far and you would be arrested or killed. Like in the game.
Which can happen in the game.
There you go. You can do it. Gotta have balls.
I'm not into a real life simulation on a game, I guess is what I'm saying.
We're in a real life simulation right now, Ross.
Probably are.
We could
Probably
be.
I don't like it very much.
When you die, that's when you're unplugged. That's when you're unplugged from the Matrix. Rick and Morty did that in that one skit that they did or whatever, where like he played the game where it's literally playing through someone's life, and then he pulled him out early, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "I had a wife, I had kids and shit." Like
this whole episode is just me bitching about things, and then seeing that I guess it could be somewhat necessary, and then just saying whatever.
It happens, dude. I mean, that's the world we live in. It's like, oh man, this shit's fucking me in the ass.
Like, I think exclusives are stupid. It's like, oh, but they needed to survive. And I'm like, I roll for me because...
I roll from Ross. So that's it for games. That's all I got for games. I said that 50 times. It Chapter 2 is this weekend. There's shit. I gotta put the fly strips in here. This is fucking nuts. There's buzzing. I hope the mic doesn't pick it up, but there are like flies in the lights right now that are just like, and on our faces that we've been swatting at the whole fucking episode, going to town on our fucking faces.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna put fly strips up. We'll take care of that. It's becoming fall, so we'll see how long we're even on this set. When it becomes winter or cold, too cold, we'll end up going inside to that temporary set that hopefully I make look a little bit better before we start that up again.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Not that anybody visually watches this. I'm sure they just fucking listen to us. Remember, you gotta bleep that thing that I said. I will write it down.
Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna say it again.
Because I don't know what you mean.
No, you'll have to bleep just a teeny bit. But it Chapter 2. Who's excited? You guys didn't see it? I'm excited.
I didn't see the first one. So
It's really good. Did you see the first the original miniseries?
I saw
2-part series with
I saw part
Tim
of
Curry?
I saw part of the second part.
That's a weird place to start.
Well, it was on TV.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So
It's not much more graphic because it was what am I talking about? It was a TV miniseries.
Yeah.
Because that's when they used to do the Stephen King shit like The Stand.
Yep.
It was all TV, so it wasn't necessarily that graphic.
Yep.
But yeah, you still want to see the first part before you get to the second part.
Then I saw the trailer for the second part, and I wasn't that like enthused about it.
Because you got to see the first part.
It just seemed really weird. I was like, "This is weird."
You got to see the first part. Ross, you got to see the first
It
part.
just reminded me of that Legion movie a little bit.
Legion? No, this is gonna be way better than Legion. Even though Legion's really good, this is gonna be way better than Legion.
Okay.
I just watched Legion like a couple months ago too.
I had a discussion the other day, and I said, okay, Pennywise the Clown, okay? Mm-hmm. And then there's Dreamcatcher, which is another...
Amazing shit.
Yeah.
It's all tied together, by the way.
I said, yeah, I know. They're the town,
Everything.
The town the kids are in at the beginning that they
Derry,
grew up
Maine.
in
is where they are in
But I
Dreamcatcher,
said,
right?
could Duddits beat Pennywise in a fight?
No.
Why not?
Pennywise is one of the most powerful beings in the Stephen King universe.
Foiled by children.
Yes.
So,
which is very odd. But
I thought Pennywise, as long as no one fears him, he has no power or some shit.
That's why he preys on kids. Because kids have fear. He feeds on fear.
So Duddits
he's not one of the most powerful, but he's one of the most...
He's just ancient.
He's very powerful.
Duddits took down Mr. Gray.
Yeah.
There is a whole... Okay, so just... If none of you have delved into the Stephen King universe... It is a trip, and it is worth it.
You do realize that he who moves behind the rose is probably the strongest being.
The god is Pennywise's nemesis. Is a god that is a turtle that a universe sits on or some shit.
Yeah,
It's a giant fucking turtle.
All the different things are on the back of that turtle. Like if you watch the Dark
the
Tower,
multiverse, yeah,
it has all the different.
Yeah, and the Dark Tower is trying to like pierce the veil between the different universes.
The tower is what keeps them from falling apart.
And Pennywise somehow came from one of the other universes.
The tower keeps the shit from the outside from getting in, which is where Pennywise probably was originally from.
Yeah, and he probably... wasn't that in the Dark Tower that he came in through one of the hiccups or whatever?
Yeah, they have demonic type beings that come through when the veil gets...
And for those of you who do not know, Pennywise is just made of little lights. He's made of light, essentially. And everything that he does is projected over the lights, essentially. That's in the books, and in the movies they reference the lights a lot. Because, I don't know. You got to delve into it.
I was going to say that's odd. I don't know what you mean by that.
It is fucking nuts. And all the other, like you said, Dreamcatcher, Derry, Maine. Yep. There's a ton of Derry, Maine in a lot of these movies. But
Children of the Corn.
Children of the Corn, does that take place in Derry, Maine?
No, it takes place in Nebraska, but
It's all tied. It's all tied
Who's
together.
behind the rose that fucking shit on fucking
You think so? Pennywise?
100%.
I haven't seen Children of the Corn since I was a kid, so I have no idea on that thing.
100%, dude.
I do know that Pennywise is very strong, and the turtle is his, like, arch nemesis, apparently. So Pennywise is essentially like a god, almost. Or a demigod or some shit. You'll have to get into it. It is awesome. But when it comes to scary, because they couldn't do much because it was a TV miniseries back in the day, so they couldn't like make it bad. The first part
that pop with blood.
Yeah, just the basic shit. But this one did a little bit more. The book is still darker.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like where the kids, when they're like, I think we talked about this before. Like the darkest part is like the kids run a train on the girl to escape from Pennywise's.
They have to lose their
lair.
childhood innocence or some shit.
Yeah, and the girl suggests that they have sex, and they're all like super fucking young. And this is like drugged up Stephen King doing
Cocaine
this.
years, yeah.
And it's all like an analogy of like experimentation when you're a child, and all like however he fucking writes his drugged up shit. And then you got The Stand, which is also fucked up. Pretty sure there's anal rape in that one.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No, someone gets raped with a gun, I think, or something.
Could
a
be.
gun shoved up their ass.
Maybe.
I don't know. There's a lot of fucked
Always
up shit.
possible.
And Stephen King. I love Stephen King novels and shit. He always tested the limits. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm very excited that comes out this weekend. So last weekend, because this will release on Tuesday.
Yep.
You guys have to see Chapter 1. I want to be there when you see Chapter 1.
I don't care.
As a horror movie, it is worth watching alone. You like Stephen King, though.
I like King. That doesn't mean I've read it.
Well, you don't have to read it to like the It movie, though. It's just like, it's really good as a standalone horror, too.
Number one's always going to be Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive is hard to beat. I'll give you that. With that fucking AC/DC soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. Go to Kevin Bacon.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And Kevin Bacon.
No,
Emilio Estevez.
A little wrong there, buddy.
I'm like, that's Tremors.
I'm like, Tremor Stephen King now?
Yeah.
No, man, The Dead Zone, Christopher Walken, that was fucking good, too.
Christopher Walken in The Dead Zone. Was he in The Dead Zone?
Yeah.
They did a TV show for that, too, didn't they? I think.
Probably.
They did. Yeah, they had to have. I remember it.
It was fucking good.
They did Rose Red as a TV show.
They did The Langoliers. They did...
Langoliers is fucking good. They need to remake The Langoliers.
They did fucking... what was it? The one where they're in the fucking... the, like, mill or whatever, and they're killing all the rats.
Oh, yep. Oh.
Graveyard Shift.
Graveyard Shift, yep. They
That
need
was
to
fucking good.
They need to redo a lot of Stephen King ones.
Children
I'm
of the
glad they did... What was that one that I saw?
Cujo.
No, they could redo Cujo because the last one, it's really old.
Do you really think they would
cheesy.
be able to remake it?
Who did? No, they did.
I think animal rights people.
They did
would
Pet
not want
Sematary. I mean, they remade Pet Sematary. They can remake more. They remade It, and It is like, he's no Tim Curry for real. Let's be honest. But that movie overall is still like leagues above what the TV miniseries can do. Mm-hmm. They need to do The Stand. Because that would be functioning as fuck and awesome.
The Night Flyer, dude, where the dude's a vampire that, like, fucking flies around on...
Salem's Lot? No,
he's
Salem's Lot's a vampire one, though.
He's talking about one with, like, a vampire that goes on, like, flights and, like...
Oh,
yeah.
The Langoliers, if they redid that would be fucking amazing. Because the story for that is so fucking simple, but it's so, like... messed up once you get to the end. I'm not gonna spoil it for you or anything, but it's awesome.
Thinner.
Awesome. I love it.
Thinner. Yeah.
They can redo it called Thicker, but with C's, no K's.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like a pop star, like
Fat shame someone and then they get cursed.
Yeah, and they get cursed, and you're like Thicker, and then like the Family Guy thing or whatever that they did. I think they did a skit for that on Family Guy. Anyway, does anybody got anything else they want to say about WoW Classic? Did I already say how I almost quit? Again?
We didn't get to talk about it.
I didn't talk about it on the thing. I almost quit again because I'm in Dark Shore, and I can't do it as a warrior.
Difficulty
It's so
in our
fucking.
games? What?
It's
You picked
no, I
that?
guess that no.
It's the most difficult one to play for what it's worth.
No, I guess that would be kind of a difficulty level. It's more. Yeah, I guess so. I
Like,
guess I'll give you that.
Not everyone can be a paladin or a priest where you can just heal yourself and like, you know.
Yeah, or a rogue and just go away, or a mage and just stand there and.
No, you're just in the
Yeah.
worst leveling
Or
part of the
that.
game right now for a warrior.
Warriors
When
are-
does it get better? 20?
10 to 20 is where you have your dead zone, I think.
Oh well, then
Shit,
I'm
I'd say
almost out of it.
I'd say till like 23 almost.
Oh fuck! Then I'm fucked.
But it's to the point where you can only kill like one thing at a time, pretty much.
Oh yeah. I can barely kill one thing at a time.
So you
I'm
don't-
gonna buy some greens.
On the leveling
I'm gonna do
guides,
Alex
on the
says.
Grind
leveling
dead
guides,
mines, dude.
it
Just
says
grind dead mines.
it says you always want to fight stuff that's like one level lower than you, and then if you're like good enough to fight stuff the same level as you,
Yep.
you're never supposed to fight anything higher level
Yep.
than you as a warrior.
And good luck with the fucking caster because you don't have any interrupts. So if you miss more than
Not until you get pummeled
twice,
like way
you're
the
fucked.
fuck down, like probably level
Yep.
30 or some shit for all you know.
Oh.
Do you even get it? Do you even
Yeah.
get it in classic?
You do.
Okay, good.
Yeah. We'll see.
It's one of those things where you buy rank 1 and then you don't buy rank 2 right away because it only ups the damage by like 10 damage or some
Yep.
shit.
I didn't do Fury with the shield either, so I'm kind of like fucked for shield bash for interrupts. We won't get deep into WoW. WoW Classic's a thing. I got sucked into it, but I there will be a point when I quit, I'm sure, and it might be soon because I'm so far behind you guys right now. There's like no point in even playing. Shane's like, just catch up to Nomer, and I'm like, they're done. They're done with Nomer. Meet up with Nomer, and I'm like, they're done. They're done. We'll see. We'll see what's happening. Anyway, check out that exclusivity shit if you want to. I'm not posting any links for articles because we're lazy here. We're gonna change the name officially to the Lazy Cast, and we might not even film next week.
I guess I probably just hate Sony because I don't feel like they play with the other like.
Neither does Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean,
Neither does Xbox.
man, I don't know about that.
We'll talk about it next time once we have more information. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, we'll catch you next time. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the episode. You could catch us currently at the Prime 4 podcast on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Podcast Addict for audio only. If you want to see how fugly we look in real life, you can also catch us on YouTube under the Prime 4 podcast.